Hi, I'm Christian Manukin, video editor for the Poly Post. Today, we're going to be talking about a very serious issue, and that is sexual assault. Now, sexual assault is a topic that has been in the news a lot recently, and for good reason. Especially on college campuses, the sexual assault statistics are frankly staggering. You see, 1 in every 5 women on college campuses report sexual assault of some form or another. That means a staggering 20% of women will experience some form of sexual assault or another at some point in their college career. And while these statistics are so high, there's one other important statistic that you need to know about. And that is that 100% of us receive some form of sexual assault education during our time here in college. So how can it be that the disparity is so high here? 100% of us, every single one of us, receives some form of sexual assault education during our time here in college, yet the number of sexual assaults reported on college campuses remains so astonishingly high. Well, we sent our own Natali Perez onto campus to find out what students think about sexual education provided to them by Cal Poly. Title IX, sexual assault training, seminars, you name it, we talked to them about it. And I think you'll find their answers surprising.
So, what are your thoughts about Cal Poly Pomona's education on sexual assault?
I feel like it's not enough.
I think it's pretty limited. They do have the video and the Title IX video that they make all first year and transfer students come in. I did it my first year, and I mean, like, it was a little boring, honestly, but I understood their message, and it was like really outdated. They had like a lot of, you can just tell it was not current.
But yeah, I think they could also do other means other than just a really, really long video assessment.
I think it's okay. I mean, they could definitely work on it because it's just an online thing. A lot of people just kind of breeze through it and all that stuff. So maybe it just doesn't get awareness out. But I mean, it does like educate the kids about it and everything.
I think that Cal Poly Pomona is taking actually like a really good step towards educating students, just because not a lot of people know what counts as sexual assault versus sexual harassment, what the difference is, or even if there is a difference between the two. But I do think that we can do better. I think that the Title IX, the way that they go about it is a little dull. It's not very exciting. I know me personally, I just kind of skip over it and like do the questions at the end of it. So I feel like it's not really something that's resonating with people. I feel like if it was more of like an interactive kind of, I don't want to say maybe a course, but maybe like a dialect or like a conversation, or if we were to host something like an event on campus that people were to attend where it could be more interactive, I think it would be better to have like a conversation versus watching something on the screen.
I personally think it's ineffective through like things like Title IX. I think people don't really take it seriously, and there maybe should be a different method in order to take that step to prevent sexual assault.
Personally, I think it's lacking.
It can be like a really touchy subject to talk about, but we're all like young adults, and it's just something like an awareness to get out there, and like people should be wary about like what's good and what's not good, when you're allowed to touch people, when you're not allowed to touch people. It's not really like a joking matter, but it's more along the lines of like, it's like a touchy subject that has to be talked about eventually.
We have to do, as Cal Poly Pomona students, we have to do Title IX, once in our entire college career. I don't remember any of those statistics, do you? Like, personally, do you remember any of those statistics? Some of them, right? So not all of them. Which means that we learn them because there's a test at the end, and in order to like take the test, we learn the statistics for 5 minutes. We even like go back and rewatch the videos to write down the answer to the question, answer it, get our certificate, and then that's that. We never go over it again.
We should target a lot of clubs on campus, because I feel that when clubs get together off campus, you know, a lot of the time, like, that's where like issues of sexual misconduct occur. So just making sure that clubs and organizations on campus like actually do enforce their members.
With how often sexual assault is still happening, it's so prevalent, and everyone's so hush-hush and like turning their shoulder about it. And I think that especially in today's society, like, it's not okay for our university to be like, all right, you have to learn this for a test, and then after that you never have to talk about it again.
I feel like it's very informative and very important because sexual assault is not something that should be taken lightly, and it's something that happens so often, especially in individuals' first and second years of college. It's a super dangerous time.
So I think that Cal Poly should definitely put more effort into it because as it is right now, like, nothing's changing.
I think there's been mixed reviews lately from the students on the program initiatives through Bronco Direct that we have to take. So we watch like 2 to 2+ hours worth of sexual assault videos that some people say they might be cheesy or out of date, but the problem is it's really hard to educate mass amounts of students on a topic that's like this important, because sexual assault is not a joke. And I think sometimes when students have to sit down at their computer and watch these long videos that, I don't know, sometimes don't really depict how serious some of these situations actually are, I think it makes them feel like the topic is just something they need to brush off. So I guess it's just the medium of how they need to like teach students. The topic is important and it should be taught on every campus.